What is up, everybody? We are going to get right back into reactor blocks, and we're going to continue exploring all of the various oscillator options contained in the TOYBOX NANO PACK library. Just click into the interface, hit the enter key on your keyboard, and start typing in nano oscillator, and you will find the oscillators section in this library and all of the various options in this section. Now, today, we're going to check out the Nano SINE Bank Oscillator HQ. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this in. I'll go ahead and get it patched using the pitch cable here. And I'll go ahead and instead of actually running this into the VCA directly out, I'm actually going to patch the mixer into the VCA, and I'm going to mix these two together. So let's go ahead and grab this scopes module, and we'll come out of the original into the scopes, and we'll come out of the new HQ version into the scopes as well. Now, obviously, if we start from a similar place, then we should see some similarities between these two, but obviously there is some differences. You can already see there the waveforms are a bit different. And in fact, since we're just using two, I would like to just see a single scope for each of these. So let me just grab that. We'll move those scopes out of the way, and we'll pull these two scopes side by side here. So in order, this one belongs to that one. This one belongs to that one. And we can see, right, as we make changes to the waveform, there's some obvious differences between the high quality version and that version. So if we go ahead and grab the audio output and push them into the mixer, go ahead and tuck back the volume just a little bit, and we'll remove some of these options there for the filtering. Let's just go ahead and completely reset our filter. Okay, so now we're going out of the oscillator and into the VCA, out of the VCA and into the filter. Okay, so I have the new SINE Bank oscillator going into input 2. And it's going to have all the same controls. But the real difference is, and it says in the description, this high quality version has more accurate partial ratios, resulting in less drift over time and smoother unison sound at extreme settings at the expense of higher CPU. So there's a bit higher CPU, it's a higher quality version, but it's supposed to sound cool. So I'm leaving the original SINE Bank set to a kind of just sine undertone. I'll turn that up a little bit, but most of what you're hearing is this newer SINE Bank OS HQ version. So you can obviously see what the waveform does when I start going through the various shapes. There's lots of movement as we get into the square and triangle and pulse shapes, as well as the random, and it only starts to stay still as we get closer to the sine. So it just adds a ton of movement, a ton of sizzle to the waveform as you start to square it off. And then if we add the original sine undertone, even that, just like, you know, you bring the cutoff down, you cut all the high pass stuff out, it sounds really thick. It sounds nice. Just mute my microphone for a second because you're really picking up a lot of noise in my room, just a tiny bit here as I'm clicking on the keyboard. Oh yeah, that sounds really nice. It sounds thick. Yeah, there's some real rumble coming through on these lower notes, and it sounds pretty incredible. So with both of these together, there's just enough of a difference between the two of them where when they're blended, you know, it sounds, you know, frickin' awesome. Yep, that's sounding pretty rad. The SINE BANK oscillators. There's a standard version, saves a bit of CPU, and an HQ version. And even with both of them pulled in here, with modulation going, with all sorts of stuff going, I'm still only at 40%. So in terms of the bang for your buck, it really sounds incredible. Some really thick bass tones that you can achieve. All of the, you know, modulation options, they're all there for you. I didn't really explore that on this video. I did look at a lot of modulation options last video. I did just, you know, in this video want to sort of hear them together. And I just find that really cool when you blend certain things together that are fairly similar but not. You get some really interesting, really, really thick sounds, and I just wanted to kind of listen for that as well. So, really cool stuff. Until next time.